Hi, welcome back. So this is another Marketing Monday video, and this is a direct response to a question that someone had about marketing before you launch. So what would I recommend if you are pre-publication and you want to do some marketing setup? And generally speaking, my answer, I'm going to put my answer here. Okay. Generally speaking, this isn't where I would focus my energy. That being said, let's talk about what the 3 benefits would be of marketing before a launch. 1, you would build a platform. 2, you generate interest, maybe. 3, you might find a core team. Because a fandom group, a reader group, could be bloggers, it could be advanced review readers, it could be a PR team ally. That core team can help the launch of your debut book if you find them, if you have the strengths and the skill set that really resonate with that, making connections with people and building a team. Not everybody does, and if you don't, if what I just said totally stressed you out, don't worry about it. But this video is for the people who they're super excited about that first book and they kind of want to do something. Well, it's sizzling in their veins. They want to try and get it sizzling in other people's veins. So let's go back and let's unpack each of those 3 things. So marketing before launch, building a platform, the first point. So this is something literally everyone can do. You want a website. You want a newsletter sign up. So from the second that anybody starts to read your book, be it an advanced review copy or once you start selling it, you want to give them an option to sign up and follow you wherever they want to do this. And if you have questions about, but I don't like email or I don't like social media, go back and watch the first video in this series on Marketing Mondays to think about how I differentiate between me the person and me the brand and my answer about those 2 things. All right, so you want to have some social media. So I said website, newsletter sign up, and also some social media pages. The basics, and then expand to whatever other, so the basics would be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And if you like other ones, you do those too. You don't need a YouTube channel, but like you can grab it. You can grab the username, like the handle, for literally anything and come back to it down the road. If like I started this YouTube channel, I think in 2013, and I didn't really start, other than I used it to passively hold book trailers. I didn't start making videos until this year. So that was like 7 years in the making. And so you grab the website, you grab the social media, you build a newsletter, and all of that is kind of foundational platform so that when they read your book, in the book, ebook, they can click on things and follow you wherever they like to do that. So that is something we should all do. And that is like, some people don't think of that foundation building as marketing. They think of the using that foundation. But you can't use it unless you have it, right? And I know so many people who have multiple books out who don't yet have a newsletter. So I feel like it's still worth pointing out. You should have a newsletter from the very beginning, even if nobody signs up for it. I have told this story before. I'm going to tell it again now. My Facebook reader group, which is where I chose to start building my fandom group. You could now do it on Patreon or Discord or wherever you like. But back in 2013, Facebook groups were the thing. And I still like Facebook groups because they're free, that they have value there. When I created that Facebook reader group, there were 5 people in it, and one of them was my Uncle Matt. And my Uncle Matt was my 5th Facebook reader fan group person for almost 6 months, until I did some other marketing things and I started having my book sell a little bit more, and then there was an influx of people. And when there was an influx of people, like about 60 people joined in, I think it was month 5, because I was in a box set, like a multi-author anthology. And so I wanted to entertain these new people who joined my Facebook reader group. And so I started sharing like handsome men not always fully dressed, partially dressed because it's Facebook. But like, you know, guys working out. I shared a lot of like men's health workout videos back in the day, and my Uncle Matt left the group, which is fine. But it was really sweet of him to join the group in the first place. That group was a wasteland at the start, but I don't regret building it. I don't regret just having it in place for when those 60 people, those first 60 people were ready to join. So that's build a platform. Build the platform. Everyone should do that. But then the second 2 points, generate interest and find a core team. These two are going to have variable benefits for authors, and it really depends on whether or not you're interested in this. Also, you might be interested, but you might try it and then hear crickets, and you might think that that's a reflection on you. It's not a reflection on you. It's just very hard to have to break out and find those first few readers. So it's not personal if these don't work for you. I promise they didn't really work for me when I started back in the day either. But like ways that you can generate interest is like the ways we do it with any book, with the way that any author does it. Share the cover, share the blurb. Sharing these things on social media are both like it's a really good way to test the hookiness of your blurb. Often our first blurbs are not great. Even our second and third blurbs are not great. So if you're brave enough to start to build a platform on social media, and that's awesome. Like, mad props to you for doing that. But pay attention to which of the posts that you share get any response versus no response. So like even 1 or 2 responses versus 0 responses, that's data. And that is something we can all do whether or not we're pre or post launch. And then the third, find a core team. This is valuable if you have some money to spend. If you don't have money to spend, and I did a couple of videos on this a couple months ago, if you don't have money to spend, don't feel bad. You are not missing out. You might have a different launch, but that's okay. Down the road, you end up in exactly the same place. But if you have like a day job, you're stable, and that you want to put your all into this, then I do think that spending a bit of money before launch so that you can hire like a PR team to do like a launch, a book release blitz, review tours I really like, because then you get some good blogger reviews, cover reveal, that sort of thing. But I would do it in the following order. First, build your platform. Second, see if you can generate interest on your own. Third, find that core team. Don't rush your release. If you want to do marketing before launch, then really invest in doing that marketing before the launch, and do not rush the release, so that you can give those 3 steps time to start working, and then you'll have, like an ideal launch. Hopefully that's the goal. If you have any questions about this, please comment below. I will reply to the comment questions. You can also ask me if you want me to do a video about something, and I'll try and slot that into the future. If you want one takeaway from this video, it is go to your website right now. Make sure that there's an email sign up, like join your newsletter option on your homepage. If there is, great, check. Go to your books, your ebooks. Make sure that that sign up link is in the front and back of your ebooks. Great, check. If you already have that covered, go to your social media. See how hard it is to find your email newsletter sign up on Instagram. You should have a link tree or something like that, a landing page link that includes both your new release and your newsletter sign up on your Instagram profile. Twitter, it can be in your bio. You can have a link there. Facebook, there are different ways to do it on Facebook, but there you go. That's your little checklist. Make sure that your newsletter sign up is readily found on all your social media platforms. For TikTok, for the handful of us who are exploring TikTok, what I do is I tell them to go to my Instagram, because TikTok links to both YouTube and Instagram. I have both of those linked. And so I might mention, go to my Insta, because I have that link tree there, right? All right, there you go. That's another Marketing Monday video in the bag. Let me know if you want more of these, what questions you want me to cover, and I will happily do that, because I love this topic so much. Happy writing, happy marketing, and good luck, and hang in there.